Good morning to Prof and Doctors. We are from Group KK14. We would like to present on our integrated project, which is the production of ethylene oxide. Firstly, I would like to introduce to you my best partners, which are Lee Junziong, Wang Weidong, Fatihah binti Zakaria, Faridatun Najihah binti Muhammad Jaafar, Siti Zulaika binti Khalid, and I, Muhammad Azri Shah bin Muhammad Amirul Fasha.
I would like to present the physical and chemical properties of ethylene oxide. Ethylene oxide, also called oxidine by IUPAC, is clear colorless gas with an ethereal odor. It is a cyclic ether and the simplest epoxide which contains a three-membered ring. Ethylene oxide is an organic compound with the formula C2H4O. The usage of ethylene oxide is its derivative, which is ethylene glycol, that used for polyester fiber. Next, ethylene oxide acts as an excellent disinfectant, sterilizing agent, and a fumigant. Lastly, it often used in medical sterilization for surgical devices and supplies.
For ethylene oxide process description part, ethylene oxide is produced by continuous direct oxidation of ethylene over a silver catalyst and take place in the vapor phase under 250 degrees Celsius and 10 bar. The silver catalyst is chosen because it is giving a high sedativity to ethylene oxide. The process can be split into three main stages, which are oxidation, separation, and refinery process. And the raw materials are ethylene and air. The reaction 2 is an undesired process which produced by product, which is carbon dioxide gas and water. Therefore, the temperature on the surface of catalyst is controlled at 250 degrees Celsius to suppress the undesired reaction, while catalyst inhibitors, ethylene dichloride, is added with not disturbing the primary reaction to suppress the conversion of ethylene to carbon dioxide. This is the process flow diagram of the whole process. Firstly, the ethylene in stream 1 is combined with recycled unreactant ethylene in stream 23, and compressed air at the stream 6 are transferred into a tubular fixed bed reactor to undergo an oxidation process under 250 degrees Celsius and 10 bar. This process will produce ethylene oxide, water, and carbon dioxide. Next, the effluent from the reactor is cooled, compressed, and transferred to packed column absorber. A solvent in the stream 2 water is added into the absorber. In here, 70% of ethylene will be dissolved in the water, while 30% will be discharged at the liquid stream, and the unabsorbed gas separated at the upper stream is purged to waste gas in stream 10. Next, the effluent from the absorber is transferred to the evaporator. 80% of water is discharged out through the bottom at stream 13 and recycled back to the water input in the absorber at stream 2. 20% of water together with the ethylene oxide and remaining mixture is transferred to the stripper. At stripper, 99% of ethylene oxide is separated efficiently. Meanwhile, the remaining ethylene oxide in water is discharged out as wastewater stream. The gas effluent from the stripper, which contains mainly ethylene oxide and a small amount of unreacted ethylene, is separated entirely in the distillation column. During the process, the unreacted ethylene is recycled back to the reactor, and the primary product, which is ethylene oxide, at the final stream is kept at purity of 99.5%.
After monitoring the market of ethylene oxide from the year 2017 to 2023, in the particular year 2022, the demand is 790 kilotons per year with 290 kilotons of supply. The difference between demand and supply is 500 kilotons per year in 2022. The plant capacity of our ethylene oxide is 15 kilotons per year with a plant efficiency of 3%. Hence, the production rate of our plant capacity is 1,838.04 kg per hour for 8,160 hours with 25 days of maintenance. The trend of demand and supply curve is estimated to increase gradually from the year 2017 to 2023.
In the mass balance part, several essential factors need to consider. Firstly, the conversion of ethylene to ethylene oxide is 77%, while the yield of ethylene oxide is around 73%. Throughout the calculation, the inner mass flow rate and outer mass flow rate for the whole process is balanced. By using the basis of 9 kmol per hour for ethylene flow in the reactor, 289 kg per hour of ethylene oxide is obtained throughout the whole plant. to achieve a plant capacity of 1838.04 kg/h. The flow rate for the entire process need to scale up by scale factor of 6.36.
Okay, in this slide, we are talking about energy balance calculation for the reactor. Okay, two reactions occur in this process. The standard heat of reaction 1 is 105.14 kJ/mol, while the standard heat of reaction 2 is negative 1411.1 kJ/mol. The total enthalpy for this reaction is negative 5.094 times 10 power 5 kJ/mol. Since the process is continuous and open system, the kinetic energy, potential energy, and work done can be neglected. The heat is equal to the total enthalpy, which is negative 5.094 times 10 power 5 kJ/mol. The heat short is negative value, so it is an exothermic process in reactor. Cooling jackets are equipped on the reactors to dissipate the heat released.
Next, my point is on environmental and safety issues. The main waste product generates are wastewater and waste gas. Next, volatile organic compound emissions are contaminated in the wastewater stream. The main VOC emitted is dissolved ethylene oxide in the form of acetaldehyde. For the waste gas, it's produced from the oxidation process, which is carbon dioxide gas. Here are few methods to undergo waste treatment. First, environment system and treatment. They treat organic waste in the form of gas and liquid. Next, using thermal plasma technology with high efficiency, and it is handled in a continuous flow process. The other method is utilizing high temperature thermal plasma technology, which transforms VOC into non-hazardous gas and usable product.
For the chemical reaction part, we choose a packed reactor as the main reactor, as the chemical present in two different phases, which make PBR suitable for this process. Also, PBR can produce higher conversion per weight catalyst rate and have a low opening cost. Silver catalyst is also used to suppress the conversion of reactant to side product, which are carbon dioxide and water. In this chapter, we also derive the feed rate to the reactor, the change within the reactor, effluent rate from the reactor, and the concentration for each component, which are ethylene, oxygen, and ethylene oxide.
In our plant design, the heat transfer occurs in the reactor is through conduction and conversion method. Hence, the formula for heat transfer can be summarized as the temperature difference between inner temperature and room temperature divided by total resistance in the reactor. After a series of steps of calculation, the heat generated is 12758.22 watt and transferred from the reactor to the outside environment. For mass transfer part, the value of the diffusion coefficient and heat flux is calculated. After some calculation on the required parameter in the formula, the value of the diffusion coefficient is 4.08 by 10 power of negative 11 meter square per second, and the heat flux value is 2.08 by 10 power of negative 11 kg mole per second.
For this session, the material balance of producing ethylene oxide is computed by using MATLAB software. An algorithm, which is a series of steps, is created and arranged into a flowchart in developing a MATLAB program. In the help of algorithm and flowchart, the program is designed to be user-friendly. Firstly, the computer code in Appendix D is saved in the M file and press run. Next, the user needs to key mass balance in the first line of the command window to initiate the program. The program will first prompt the user to input the values of inner mass flow rate of each component in kg per hours. User can only enter the positive values, or else it will display error. Next, the program will continue to compute the calculation and displays the results in a table if the desired input values is entered. The command window will tell the user whether the mass is balanced at the end. Based on the result of command window, the mass balance value is 1,868 kg per hour, which is exactly same as manual calculation. In conclusion, ethylene oxide is primarily consumed as an intermediate chemical in the production of other chemicals and materials. It is generally produced by continuous direct oxidation of ethylene over a silver catalyst in industrials. Last but not least, The production rate of ethylene oxide by our company is estimated to be 1,838 kg per hour. The overall mass balance for the process is balanced, with each 11,275 kg per hour after scale up. Based on all the calculations, it shows that the total production within a year satisfies the demand in the market in several future years. Thank you for watching video from KK14.